Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. First things first, I would like to apologize for any ambient sounds you hear. My apartment building is very echoey, and there goes my phone. We're watching me make my journal. So I've been using journals for a very long time. I have so many different kinds of journals. I've bought planners, I've bought journals, I have lurch terms, I have all different kinds. And I find that for me, it was a problem for me because I found that it was very frustrating because I had to make planners or make designs every month, and I just didn't have the time for it. So I thought that it would be best to first buy something that had a pre-made design. But a lot of the pre-made designs just didn't work for me. They were still very complicated, asking for a lot of things that just didn't work for me. So I thought, why don't I just make a very simple, just a simple monthly calendar and a weekly place where I could put some boxes. So I looked around for paper. I went into a program on my computer and I designed it, and I made it. It was a lot of work. Like, just finding like paper that didn't bleed was I had to learn about paper weight and a whole bunch of stuff. So as you can see right now, this is the result of my design. It's very simple, but for me it worked very well. So I made the planner. I'm creating it and I'm using it for the first month of March. As you can see, I paused right now. That's because I realized that I wanted to do alternating colors, and I realized that I was in such a rush that I forgot to do the alternating colors. Then when I got to the weekend, I realized that I could have just made the alternating color for the weekend, and again I forgot. It was just like, what were you doing? Like, I guess I was very nervous because I didn't want to make any mistakes. And you know, when you tell yourself don't make any mistakes, you end up making all the mistakes. Like with this audio, I told myself you have to be perfect, no mistakes, and then I just keep making all this audio. But I said to myself, you know what, it's all a learning process, just go with it. So this is me setting up the monthly. I didn't really have much of a plan, because for me, when I set up my planners, I don't really do designs. For me, it's just for me to keep track. I'm the kind of person where if I write something down, then I'm able to be very productive. If I don't write it down, then I can be somewhat productive, but I'm not as motivated as I could be if it's written down. Something about writing things down just makes me go further. So I realized that if I just wrote down plain and simple how I normally did my journals, it would be boring. So I said to myself, let's just try to make something a little bit more colorful. So this is what I'm doing. It's a look of my normal journals, but with a splash of color and some stickers and some design. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm showing you what I normally have for my monthly what I normally have going on throughout the month, like bills and incoming and appointments, just what I know right away. Whatever else will be coming throughout the month, then I can add it in. So like whatever new appointments I have to do, whatever projects I have to do, then I can add it in. Whatever, just whatever else comes up throughout the month, I can add it in. But whatever I know, the recurring things, I add them in the beginning of the month. So this is what is happening right now. Also, So I put down the black mat to remind myself where to film. So I have a very cheap camera. I bought it on Amazon for like $200. It has a very small or very narrow field to record. So I put down things. Sometimes in an earlier video I used chipboard, but it was really small, so it limited me a lot, so I wouldn't know how far I could film. But I used this cutting mat to tell me how much space I have to film in. But then I forgot, so as you can see, a little bit of the paper is cut off, a little bit of the book is cut off, because I forgot, because I was really nervous and I was really trying my best to film very well. And if you could see, I'm also writing sideways, so I'm left-handed, and since I was a child, since I learned how to write, I have never been able to write straight, like keep the book straight in front of me. I could write with the book upside down, I can write with it sideways, but for some reason, anytime I try to write with the book straight, it hurts my wrist. If you could see, I'm using a wrist guard. Anytime I draw, anytime I do anything with my wrist, the book or the tablet or whatever, it's always sideways. So anytime you will see me doing anything with any writing project, it will always be sideways, so I hope that's okay. And unfortunately, I don't have the most pretty handwriting. I try my best and I try to be as neat as I can. I know the saying is that people who are left-handed have really nice writing, but unfortunately this one does not. So this is me just attempting to put some designs. Like, I really don't normally do this. I'm very straightforward. For me, what I like to see is when I typically do my journals or when I do my weekly planning, I do checklists, but I color coordinate my checklists. And for me, it looks nice when the checklist is highlighted. So I will highlight it based on colors. So blue means I finished the project today. Purple means I finished a project, but I finished it late. Pink means I finished a project early. So let's say there was a project I was supposed to do like tomorrow, but I finished everything today and I was able to get started on the project from tomorrow today, then I can highlight it on tomorrow's checklist for today. So then at the end of the week, I can look at my planner and I can see all the things I was able to finish on time, all the things I was able to finish, but I was late on all the things I was able to finish early. So when I look at my planner, it helps me feel motivated because I can see how many things I finished. It doesn't matter to me if I finished it late. It doesn't matter to me. What I like to see is color. So color means that all the things I plan to do for the week, I was able to complete them. I don't care if I was finished late. I would prefer to finish early, but for me, when the week is done, I want to see that there are less blank spots, as in places that are not highlighted. I'd rather see as many places colored. So for me, that's what matters more than designs and decoration. I will sometimes add, if there's like a lot of blank space, so let's say if I only have like 3 or 4 things I want to do for the day, and I don't like that the page is blank, then I'll put a sticker or 2 just to like, fill it up. But what's most important to me is the color, making sure things are getting done, making sure I'm making progress. I don't need to be perfect, but I need to make progress. So I'm doing this just before the video, and obviously if you look at it, it's not great. I've watched other people make their bullet journals and their planners and their spreads, and it looks really nice, and it's not my forte. I know that for a fact. That's not where I shine. But I just wanted to show off the planner because I'm very proud of it, and the fact that I couldn't believe that I could find the paper. I looked so long for if you could see, look, there's no bleeding. You look at if you look at it, there's no bleeding. I used the markers. I did a marker test, and the only markers that bled through were the only ones that bled through were the alcohol-based markers, so like permanent markers. And anyway, that's about it. I could keep going on. I didn't think I'd have anything to say, but clearly I do. Thank you so much for listening. Hopefully you found value in this, and I'll hope that I can see you in the next video. If you like it, please hit the like button, and please take some time to subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.